Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kiara and I'm a full-time crochet business owner and I really like to share that with you guys. So in this particular video, I will show you guys everything I crocheted in 1 week. So I make these videos quite often when I don't have a market or anything like that I can bring you guys to. I just show you guys everything I crocheted in 1 week. But I guess this one is a little bit different. So I'm not at my place right now. I'm actually dog sitting for a family member and I've been dog sitting for I think like a little bit over a week. So it's Sunday right now and I started dog sitting not like the Friday that just passed, but the Friday before that. But I didn't crochet much that Friday evening, so I basically started crocheting on Saturday, like last Saturday, not yesterday. And then I crocheted for that whole week, and then I crocheted yesterday and last night a lot, and I didn't crochet anything today. So that is everything I crocheted in exactly 1 week. So I will show you guys everything I got done. Of course, I'm dog sitting, so I'm caring for the dogs, bringing them for walks and bringing them outside and feeding them and everything. But I did get a lot of crochet done. I'm used to caring for animals because, I mean, I have some of my own that are getting taken care of while I'm here. But anyways, so I did get a lot of crocheting done while also caring for the dogs. So let's get right into it. So over the week when I was getting stuff done, I was just kind of piling it all onto the desk that is in this room. So it's kind of crazy right now, so I'm just going to put it all on the bed, kind of lay it all out. I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek of everything that there is, and then you guys will have to guess how many items there are. Usually I would say how many plushies because I mostly crochet plushies, but I did crochet one item that wasn't like a plushie. It's actually a top. We will get to it like later on. But anyways, so I will have you guys guess how many items there are total, and then at the end of the video, after I showed you guys everything, I will reveal exactly how many items there are, and we will see who was closest in the comments. So I've laid everything out in their own little categories, like I put all the same items together so it's easier for me to show you guys. So first, let's take a guess as to how many items I made in a week and leave your guess in the comments and we will see who's closest at the end. Alright, so I switched spots because it was easier for me to just sit down on the bed rather than sit on the ground. So anyways, let's get started. I'm honestly not even sure what item I should start with, but let's just start. So it's honestly going to be a little bit hard to hold all of the similar items at the same time because I did make a lot of the same items. So anyways, I'll try my best. First I have 6 hot dogs, so of course I will show you kind of like up close a little better, but I do have 6 of them. So I have 2 different colors of the bun, but the like hot dog color is the same, I guess. So this is what they look like up close. It's just a wiener dog in a bun. It's kind of like a pun like that. So yeah, this is my own pattern that you can find in my Etsy and coffee shop. They've been really popular. I display them in a little red basket with a napkin at markets, so I will add a picture to give you guys an idea of what I mean here. But yeah, they have mustard and ketchup, super cute. I try to experiment with different colors because sometimes the right colors can be really hard to find, so I try to find alternatives. But to be honest, I prefer this bun color. This one's a little too yellow, but that's okay. So I believe I have 4 with this like lighter brown color for the bun, and I have 2 with this more like yellow color, but I think they're both really cute. Next, I have these 2 big leggy frogs with curly legs, I guess. They just like to curl up because I used pretty thick yarn. So I just freehanded these guys, but obviously they are based on the original Leggy Frog pattern by Not Jaded Co. So if you're looking for a pattern to follow to make something similar to this, I would recommend going to check that one out. But I just freehanded them. Their legs curl, like I said, but I think it makes it super funny. People find it funny. Sometimes it looks like they're trying to fight. I don't know, it's funny. Everybody loves these. So yeah, I made 2 of these guys. Now, since we're talking about the Leggy Frogs, I made 11 smaller ones. I will show you guys, don't worry. I just have them all laid out here because I made so many of them I can't hold them all. So I made 11 little ones. Let me just show you like one of them for now. So again, same thing as the bigger ones. I just freehanded them, but they are again based on the original Leggy Frog pattern. This one, like, I literally made them the exact same way as I made the bigger ones, but of course the yarn is thinner. I used a smaller hook, so they came out smaller. So I have 4 in this like lighter sage green color. I have 3 in this darker green color. I guess this is kind of sage too, I have no idea. But I have 3 in this darker color. And I have another 4 in this like bright green color. I like this one. I like this color. I think it's cute. So I have 11 of these little ones total. Next, I have 4 chubby bunnies. My hair is stuck to it. I have 4 chubby bunnies. I made 2 in 2 different colors. So let me show you, I guess, a little bit up close. These were really good for Easter, but they have been selling even like after Easter. So I think that's pretty good because I think they're going to sell pretty well year round. So this is what they look like up close. They have a little pom-pom tail also. So this is my own pattern that you can find in my Etsy and coffee shop, and they are on sale when you buy it with my little birdie pattern that I will show you one of the little birdies or a lot of the little birdies in a second. But when you buy the Chubby Bunny pattern and the little birdie pattern, you get 10% off of your order, but you need to buy them together. That's the only thing. But you can buy it just alone if you wanted to. So these are super quick to make. Everybody loves them. So I made 2 in this bright hot pink color. And I made 2 in this like light purple lavender color. Now for the little birdies that I was just talking about that you can get the pattern for with the Chubby Bunny pattern. So I made 14 of these little birdies. You can see them at the bottom here. I just laid them out, but I will show them all to you guys. So I made 14 total. So first is this super cute like bright rainbow color. So I have 4 in this color. Let me show you one up close. So these are the little birdies. They're super cute. As you can tell, they're kind of like Easter themed, just like the Chubby Bunnies, but they are great year round. So I have 4 in this like rainbow color. Next, I have 4 more in this like dusty pink color. So I have 4. I just wanted to show you all 4. And this is kind of like more up close. Next, I have another 4 in this like blue color. I don't know. I don't know what kind of blue this is. But I have another 4 in this color. Super cute. And lastly, I have 2 in this like darker red color. Super cute. So 14 of these total. Next, I have just this one chicken. So I actually have a tutorial for this chicken on my channel. There's been so much request for a tutorial or a pattern for this chicken. So I recently made a tutorial for you guys. So it will be linked down below if you want to go check it out. So I only made the one chicken like this because that's all I had enough yarn for. Yeah, super cute. Everybody loves them. So I got my one chicken. Now, since we're talking about chickens, I made a total of 13 mini chickens. I will show them to you guys. So here is just one. For example, I have different colors, so I will show you the different colors. But I just freehand these, but of course they are based on the Mabel chicken pattern by Oak and Marlowe. So if you wanted a pattern, I honestly don't know. I'm assuming they have like a tiny chicken pattern. I don't know. I know like the original regular Mabel chicken is bigger, but I believe they do have some smaller like options. I have no idea. I just freehand them, but that's what they're based on. So if you wanted a pattern, just go check that out. So yeah, I have a total of 13 of these little guys. I have 2 in this like cream color. I have 5 in this like black and white color, I guess. This is all the Dollar Tree yarn, by the way, the Premier Just Chenille. So this yarn's super fun. So I have 5 in this like black and white specs color. And lastly, I have 6 in this like lighter brown color. Let me just show you one a little bit up close. So I have 13 of these total. Next, I have 5 small Loaf Cats. So this is what they look like. I will show you all 5 of them, but first I want to show you one just like up close. Just super cute. I just made them with like some thinner velvet yarn that I think I got at like Fabricland or something. So I will show you all 5 of them. I just freehanded these, but I know there's like quite a few Loaf Cat patterns out there. To be completely honest with you, I'm not sure who's like the original creator of the Loaf Cats. I would have to look into that. But I know there's quite a few Loaf Cat patterns out there. I just freehanded mine, so I don't even have a pattern to share with you guys. But I made 5 of these super cute little kitties. Okay, so this next one is kind of funny, a little bit different, we'll say. It's not an animal. So I made 9 poops. I don't just sell them just like this. They do get a little sign that says, sorry you're having a crappy day. And yeah, it's another little pun like the hot dogs, but a little bit different because everybody's been making those like emotional support or like positive potatoes, things like that. I think the poops are funny. So anyways, I made 9 of these. They all look the same. And I just didn't print their little signs yet because I'm not at my house, so I don't have all those supplies. So I'll just do that when I get back home. But yeah, so they're pretty funny. I haven't really tried selling these at markets. I mostly sell these at consignment stores, which I try to keep my stuff mostly like kid friendly at markets because most people that buy at my booth at markets are kids, but I do have my stuff in consignment stores and I'm sure kids go in there too, but a lot of other vendors in that store have stuff that's more like geared towards adults, with I guess more like coarse language, I guess. So I'm not too worried about having these little poops in those stores. I mean, it's still not like a horrible word, but still, maybe some parents wouldn't want their kids buying a poop that says like, sorry you're having a crappy day. I don't know, I find it funny. But I just rehanded all of these poops. Yeah, I have 9 little poops. Next, I have 11 small sea turtles. So I kind of went crazy on the sea turtles. One reason is because I just recently released my sea turtle pattern bundle, which has the small sea turtles like these and a bigger size of sea turtles. But these small sea turtles have been selling really, really well for me at markets. And my mom also did a market for me where she lives with some of my items. And she sold out of these small sea turtles like so fast. And she texted me, she's like, make more small sea turtles. They've been going crazy. So that's why I made so many. And I just released the pattern, so I figured I might as well make a bunch, show you guys, and I can kind of like introduce you guys to my new pattern. So this is the small sea turtle. This is made with the Just Chenille yarn, again, from Dollar Tree. So in the pattern, I use Bernat Blanket, so they do come out bigger, but you can make that pattern with literally any size and type of yarn you want. So this is the size that they come out when you make it with the Just Chenille yarn from Dollar Tree. This is the smaller size sea turtle in the bundle. There is a bigger size. So anyways, I made 11 of these. I think they're all different color combinations except, well, yeah, they're all different color combinations. So I will just show you guys one by one really quick, show you guys all the combinations of colors. So here's the first one, super cute. These two are, I guess, really similar. I didn't use 2 different yarns like this one. This one is all the same yarn, except it switches colors by itself, so I thought it would be cool. So they're both the same yarn, but they did come out different. So there's these two. All purple one, but different yarns. There's this one. Two different shades of pink. It doesn't really show on camera, but the shell is like a darker pink and the body is like a brighter pink. All blue and teal. Green and whatever color the shell is, like burgundy purple-ish. This one is super cute too. This one has different eyes also. And the two last ones, let's just get to it. Pink and green and pink and burgundy. So those are the 11 small sea turtles. You can get the pattern bundle on my Etsy and Ko-fi shop. Next, I have 13 chunky octos. So let me just show you one for example, but I will show you all the different colors. So I do have a tutorial for these on my YouTube channel. Everything will be linked down below, like all the patterns, tutorials, everything you need to make all of these will be linked in the description. But yeah, so these are the chunky octos. I have 13, so starting with this like hot pink color, I guess, I have 5 in this pink color. I have 2 in this like rainbow color, same as the little birdies from earlier, and then this one is a mix of this color and the hot pink because I kind of ran out of this color, so I had to finish it with the pink. But at markets and stuff, people definitely do like the ones that are like a little bit different. I wouldn't say they're like messed up or anything. They're just a bit different and people do really like them. So we got these. I have 3 in this like blue and gray. This isn't black, it's like really dark blue. So blue and gray, I have 3 in this color. And lastly, I have 1 that is all this like light purple, and then this one I just made the top with the rest of the pink and finished it with the purple, and it's a really good thing I used the pink for the top because I wouldn't have had enough purple to make the whole octopus with it. So I have these 2. So I have a total of 13 of them. Next, I have 15 mini octos, so they are literally the same thing as the chunky octos I just showed you guys, except they're smaller because they're made with smaller yarn and a smaller hook. So again, same tutorial, just different yarn, different hook. So this is with the Just Chenille yarn again from Dollar Tree. So I have 15 of these total. Some of them are in different colors. So got this like hot pink, this burgundy. I have 2 in this blue color. 1 is these 2 different blues because I ran out of the top one, but people still like the ones that are like 2 different colors like this. I have 2 that are a little bit darker than the first hot pink one I showed you guys. Oh, I actually have another one in this burgundy color. I have 2 in this burgundy color. I have 1 in this purple yarn. This one, again, 2 different types of purple. And I have 5 that I made with the same yarn as the like small sea turtles that I just made all with the same yarn. And it's like a rainbow, not ombre, I don't know. The yarn changes colors by itself. So I have 5 of them that I made with that same yarn, but some of them are different colors because the color of the yarn changes. So I have 5 total that I used that yarn for. So I have a total of 15 of these guys. Next, we have more mini plushies, but these ones are mini whales. So I made 12 of these mini whales, so I will show you guys the different colors. I do have a tutorial for these guys on my YouTube channel, but that tutorial is made with acrylic yarn, and so when you make it with acrylic yarn, it like comes out a little bit bigger than this. So if you were to make that same tutorial with this yarn from Dollar Tree, they would come out bigger. So I am actually thinking of making a tutorial for these guys with this yarn because I know a lot of people like using this yarn. So definitely stay tuned if you want to see a tutorial for these guys because it's definitely coming soon. So I have 2 in this blue color. I have 1 in a little bit of a lighter blue. I have 3 in this like teal color. I have 2 in this darker pink color. I have 1 in the like burgundy color. I have 2 in like a solid purple. And I have 1 in this type of purple. So that's a total of 12 mini whales. Next, so I made a lot of keychains, and usually I only make one type of keychains, which are my mini Octo Keychains or little Octo Keychains, but I decided to make a different type of keychains, so I made these very little whale keychains. So they're actually made the exact same way as the mini whale plushies I just showed you guys, except that I made it with like a weight 4 velvet yarn, so they come out smaller. So again, when I make that tutorial for the mini whales, they will be the same for these little keychains, since it's the same pattern, same everything, except smaller yarn and smaller hook. So I made 23 of these mini whale keychains. I did make some little octo ones, but we will get to that in a second. So I have 23 mini whale keychains. So I have 3 in this like teal color. I have 4 in this very light purple color. I have 1 in this light pink color. I have 6 in this like light blue color. Let me grab them all. I don't know why the chain of this one is so long compared to the other ones. It was in the same pack of key rings, but anyways, that one's a little bit longer. But I have 6 in this like light blue color. I think these ones are super cute. And then the rest are made with a yarn that changes colors by itself again. So it's all made with the same ball of yarn, but they're all kind of like different colors. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that are made with like that variegated yarn. But as you can see, they kind of make a little rainbow of whales. So I think these are super cute. So I have 23 of these total. Next, I made 19 little Octo Keychains. So these are the ones that I've been making for a very long time. Again, these are literally this exact same pattern as my chunky Octos and mini Octos. But again, I just used a thinner velvet yarn. I think it's like a weight 4 velvet yarn and a smaller hook, so they come out smaller. So there is a tutorial for these guys on my channel. So I made, what did I say, 19? 19 of these little guys. I will show you guys the different colors. So I have 2 in this like light pink color. I have 4 in this light yellow color. I have 5 in this teal color. I have 1 light blue one. I have 3 different greens, like this. These are all the same greens I used for the little frogs, actually. I have 1 light purple one. Why are his eyes so crooked? That was weird. I have 1 light purple one. And again, this is the variegated yarn, so they're all made with the same ball of yarn, but they all kind of came out different, so I got 3 here. So I have a total of 19 of these mini Octo Keychains. Now, for the last finished item, I say finished item because there are some items that I started and didn't have enough yarn to finish, so I'm not going to count those items in everything I crocheted, but I did get started on them. So anyways, this is the last finished item. This is the only non-plushie item that I did talk about a little bit earlier. So it is a crop top or a summer top or whatever we want to call it. I will put a picture up here. Obviously I will show you guys because I have it here. It just looks really weird when it's not like being worn. So that's what it looks like being worn. It's like an off-the-shoulder crop top. You obviously need to wear something under it because it has a lot of holes. So you need to wear something under it. But yeah, I just free-handed it though. Like, I don't really use patterns for this kind of top. It fits me, obviously, as you saw in the picture. So I just basically like made it to fit me, but I am planning on making other sizes. I do have different styles of crop tops and summer tops already made, and I do have different sizes and styles and all that stuff at markets. This was my first time making like an off-the-shoulder top like that. Usually I make kind of like bralette style tops. I find those are maybe a bit easier. I don't know. So it was my first time making a top like that. So that is the last finished item that I made in the past week. So let's count all of these finished items, and then I will show you guys the non-finished items that I just didn't have enough yarn to finish, but those don't really count in everything I crocheted. So I will go count all of that, and we will see who was closest. So I just counted all of those items, and I must say I'm surprised that I crocheted that many items. So drum roll, there is a total of 159 items that I completely finished in 1 week. Obviously a lot of them were very easy, very fast to make, like the mini plushies and the keychains, but still 159 items to finish literally in a week is kind of insane, considering I was also like here to dog sit. Like, I have another job here to do, but that was kind of insane. So yeah, like I said, a lot of smaller items that were faster to make, but I also did make a whole crop top that did take a bit more time than usual, I guess, because those items are more time consuming, and that doesn't even count the items that I didn't finish, because I did spend some time on some items that didn't even count in here because they're not finished. So let's get right to showing you guys the unfinished items. So one unfinished item is actually another top. So I did spend quite a bit of time on this and it's not even done. So this is supposed to be like a tank top, I guess. But I just didn't get to finish it because I ran out of yarn. But this is what I was able to do for it. So I will try and finish it at home. If I have any more of this yarn, I will have to check. If I don't have any more of this yarn, I will put this away and probably never touch it again. But I did start some time on this. Same concept though as the other one, like you need to wear another shirt under it, like a little tank, like a little, I don't even know, okay. But you need to wear something under it because it's see-through. So that is one unfinished item that I started. Next unfinished item is this elephant. It's literally almost all done. It literally just needs its back legs, bottom legs, whatever. Everything else is done. Like, he even has his tail right now. So I didn't even like count this one. I didn't add it to my inventory yet or anything because he's not completely finished, but he's almost done. So that is one unfinished item that I started this week. Next, I started another poop, but I ran out of yarn. I wouldn't have had enough to finish it, so I'm not even sure if I still have any more of this yarn. I don't think so, but I can always order more because I believe I got it online, or my mom bought it online for me, but we can find more. We will order more to finish this poop. So I started a poop and that sounds weird. I didn't finish it. So that is another unfinished item. And lastly, I started on 2 mini chickens, but just didn't have enough yarn to finish them. But I do have more of this yarn at home, so I'll be able to finish these guys at home. So there is also these unfinished mini chickens. So I have a total of 5 unfinished items that I started. To be honest, I don't think I will ever finish that tank top, crop top thing that I started because I don't know. I don't think I have any more of that yarn at home, and I have no idea where it came from, so to be honest, I don't think I'll ever finish it, but at least I started it. So, that is what I crocheted in a week while dog sitting. So, to be honest, like, I'm honestly surprised at everything I made, like 159 items, even though, like I said, a lot of them were really small and easy and didn't take that long. Still, that's a lot of things to make. So I am really excited though to see who had the closest guess of the number of items that I finished in the comments. I'm excited to see everyone's guesses. So this was really fun. I had a lot of fun making all of these items while dog sitting, and I had a lot of fun showing you guys. So a lot of these items are going to be coming to my upcoming markets with me, and I will also be doing a pretty big restock at consignment stores because I do need to do a restock there, so I'm probably going to do a pretty big restock. Out of these items, I'm not exactly sure which ones are going to go where, but I did definitely get my inventory up there this week. I'm really proud of everything I made. I think that's awesome that I was able to dog sit and crochet so much at the same time. So I think this was really fun. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely stay tuned because I have a lot of markets coming up, so there's going to be a lot of market vlogs. So stay tuned, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!